I promise you, I'm going to smash his face in Saturday night. I'm going to do some serious damage to him. You know, he don't want to front it to me, giving it the big gun before the fight, because I'll stick it on him a little bit earlier than Saturday if that's what he wants. You won't see any of that kind of showboating or fussing around, because he'll be under too much pressure, and he won't want any slip-ups. You know, when he's in with lower level, you know, he's got a bit of time to fuss around and do that kind of stuff. But I'm going to be in his face. I'm going to be giving it to him, and trust me, he's not going to have time to do any of that stuff.
All right, welcome to the Lowdown, brought to you by Unibet. I'm Dev Sahni, and joining me today is a man who has been not just knocking on the door for a world middleweight title shot, he has been smashing through the door, and he's been smashing everyone in front of him. On Saturday, he's facing someone who's never been smashed up before in Demetrius Andrade. Joining me is Liam Williams. How are you, mate?
I'm very good, mate. I'm very good. Thank you. Just, I'm settled in now. I'm feeling good. Been doing my fair bit. I've been doing my couple of sessions, just getting in line with the times and everything. And it's just, you know, the countdown is on now. I'm just really looking forward to Saturday.
So how long have you been in Miami now?
Been here for, do you know, I've lost count of the days. I think I've been here about 5 or 6 days already. So, and to be honest with you, they only wanted to bring me here for a week before the fight.
Right. Okay.
Which, in a way, I kind of think they were trying to tuck me up a little bit.
So are you adjusting to the time, or are you just staying on UK time? What are you going to do about it?
No. I'm just adjusting. I'm just going to bed that little bit later each night, trying to wake up that little bit later, because at first I was like wanting to go to sleep, and then I'd be waking up at 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning. But now I'm actually, I would say I'm almost there now. Again, they only wanted me to come for 7 days originally, but I paid for an extra couple of days off my own back for me and my team, which weren't cheap, by the way. But we added on an extra 4 nights. And I think that could be a big difference, you know, because, you know, them extra 4 days, it would have took me the week to get back, you know, perfect in line with the times. And then 4 days are going to be my best days. So well worth it.
Yeah, so you've thought it through very clearly, and investing in yourself there. I mean, that's going to be negligible money when you look back on it, when you're a unified champion, etc. In a few fights' time. What are the plans for the week? What's going on? What's going on down there?
Do you know, I don't really have a solid layout of what's happening yet this week, but I'll just, you know, I'll see what they want me to do, and I'll just try and accommodate as good as I can. But to be honest with you, if it doesn't suit me, then I won't be doing it, because this, you know I have certain things I pretty much have to do to, you know, keep everybody sweet. But unless it's something I really have to do, I won't be doing it, because this week is about me and me being comfortable, and most of all, me, you know, doing anything I can do to bring that title back home.
Absolutely. You've got Willie Hutchinson down there with you as well, haven't you? Looks like you're having a bit of fun as well. Like there's lovely weather. It looks like you're having a bit of a good time.
Yeah, you know, we brought Willie. There's a couple of reasons. He obviously had a bit of a bad night himself a couple of weeks ago. So, you know, I love Willie. I look at him as kind of like my little brother. So we brought him, you know, just to get his head right, you know, lift the spirits in. And not just that, but lift my spirits too, because Willie is entertainment value is second to none. You don't get much better entertainment than Willie. So it's always good he lifts the spirits, you know.
How is he?
He's all right. He's obviously a bit disappointed with what unfolding and everything. But what do you do is, at the end of the day, boxing's it's a nasty sport, and there's not many people which doesn't which don't have their off night and sometimes get beat. And not making excuses for Willie, but he did have his little reasons. I'm not going to go into it because that's for him to say, or maybe he doesn't want to say, but he's just taking it on the chin and moving forward. He's not one to make excuses, but fair play to him. He's only a young boy and he's taking it on the chin really well, and he's just moving forward the way he needs to progress. And I honestly think it could be the making of him, because I know he's lost a little bit sooner in his career than I did. But look what my loss done to me. My loss has done to me. It just gave me that a newfound drive and love for the sport, and realize that like, I'm not a loser, I'm a winner. I love what I do. This losing ain't for me, and it really got me back on the horse and got me back working hard. So I think that's what it's done to him and what it will do for him moving forward.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll see, and we'll see how you have been a completely different fighter since the Liam Smith fights. Have you seen Demetrius Andrade? He must be there. He must be around. Have you seen him around?
Do you know what? I haven't seen him now. I don't really want to see him. I couldn't care less if I do. I just whatever. If I see him, if I bump into him, then we'll just take it from there. If he don't want to front it to me giving it the big gun before the fight, because I'll stick it on him a little bit earlier than Saturday if that's what he wants.
Yeah, I mean, it's already started on social media. Obviously, Matchroom have done a piece with Andrade where he's talking about all sorts of stuff, and he says he's taken exception to you calling him, or saying it's going to rain dreadlocks, calling him a shitbag. He doesn't seem to like that, Liam. Do you think you might be getting into his head a little bit? Do you think it's finally working? You're getting there, you're chipping away?
Maybe. I think so. That's not really my ultimate goal. Like, I don't feel like I need to get under his skin or in his head to be able to beat him. But if that helps and that gives me the edge, then happy days. He does seem a little bit sensitive, I'm being honest. He doesn't like the things said. Seems a bit touchy, but it's all good.
Do you think he has underestimated you in this fight? Because he has been speaking for so long about bigger fights, with all due respect. He's been talking about fighting Canelo Alvarez, Gennady Golovkin, Billy Joe Saunders up in weight, etc., etc. And he has ended up with a very hungry mandatory challenger in yourself. It's not the fight he wanted, is it?
No, of course. Listen, everybody's saying, I think he's underestimated you. He's not a silly man. As much as I want to say he is, and I want to call him an idiot, and he's not a stupid person. He's a 3-time world champion. He's a 3-time world champion for a reason, good reason. He's very good. And I just don't think he's stupid enough. He's seen me. He knows what I bring to the table, and I just don't think he would be dumb enough to underestimate me, because he knows what I bring. And yes, that's all there is to it, really. If he does underestimate me, then it's a bit stupid of him.
Yeah, I mean, within that piece that I'm referring to, where he's showing that he's not happy with what you've been saying, he's also pulling up your box rec with his team, and they're going through and they're saying, oh my God, they'd never let me fight this guy, or I'm not the one who's got these losses, etc., etc. He seems to be kind of picking apart what you have achieved, not only in your career, but in the middleweight division as well. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, it's quite funny, actually, because, I say certain things about him, but you don't see me. He's a 3-time world champion. You don't see me going through his box rec and saying, oh, he's beat this guy. He's 3-time world champion. He's boxed no one. He's boxed decent opponents. No world level fighter he's beaten. And that's just me being totally honest. So you know what? He's actually got a cheek to say that. But, you know, all well and good to him. Dev, I promise you, I'm going to smash his face in Saturday night. I'm going to do some serious damage to him.
What is giving you so you've watched his career, obviously, certainly you'd have done your homework on this. You know what sort of fighter he is. He's awkward, he's rangy, he makes it a bit messy at times. Where are you getting your confidence that you are going to be the first man to smash him to bits in the way that you're saying it, and the energy that you're saying it with as well? Where are you getting that confidence, Liam?
I'm just confident in my own ability there. At the end of the day, anybody that knows me, you know me well yourself, but anybody else who knows me in the gym and anything else, they will say I'm not a big-headed person. I don't come around with that like fucking, you know, I don't really. That's not how I go about it. I'm not. I don't boast. I don't this, that, the other. But I just feel like I'm confident in my ability, and he's an idiot. He chats so much shit. I just think I'm going to bring the kind of pressure and the intensity. I just don't think he's going to be able to cope with me. I really don't. And that's, you know, I'm meant to say that. I'm supposed to say that, but I just really, really don't think he's going to live with me. I'm going to hit him and I'm going to hurt him, and I'm going to hit him and hurt him regular as well.
What he's been saying is that everyone kind of says the same thing, how, you know, Andrade is there to be beat, and he's heard it all before, but then once they feel the power, they start falling around all over the place and start running around the ring. Are you going to be running, Liam?
Absolutely not. He's going to be the one doing the running. And he's saying once he feels the power, blah, blah, blah. How many people have you seen Demetrius Andrade knock Sparko sleeping? Not many.
Yeah.
Exactly. So what the fuck is he on about? What's he on about? Feel the power. He's got decent power. He's got average power. Probably just above average, but there's nothing more. So, you know, what it is. He's confident in his ability. I'm confident in mine. But when it comes to the crunch, nothing else really matters other than turning up Saturday night, and I'm pretty sure the best man will win. Whether that, you know, I'm confident that's me. Him and his team is going to be confident that's him, but we will see.
We've seen him do things in the ring before, little bits of showboating, little bits of fooling around, and I mean, sometimes he ends up, it goes wrong for him and he sort of falls forward, and it's been sort of memeable at times, but he does like to have a little bit of fun in there sometimes. How important is it going to be for you to not get goaded by him and to make sure that you're able to stick to the game plan that Dom's put in place for you?
I will bet anyone any money right now that Saturday night you won't see any of that kind of showboating or fussing around, because you'll be under too much pressure, and he won't want any slip-ups. You know, when he's in with lower level, you know, he's got a bit of time to fuss around and do that kind of stuff. But I'm going to be in his face. I'm going to be giving it to him, and trust me, he's not going to have time to do any of that stuff.
We'll look forward to seeing that. How's your general camp gone for this? Are you happy? Has sparring been good?
Unbelievable. I've had great preparation, good sparring, good variety of sparring. Yeah, no complaints from my end. That, like, you know, win, lose or draw after this fight, you won't hear a peep out of me in terms of excuses, because I've got none and I'm fully prepared, and that's that.
Just wanted to get your thoughts on a couple of fights quickly before I let you go, Liam. One of the guys you've been sparring was Kieran Smith, who's in against Troy Williamson on one of the upcoming BT Sports shows. How do you see that fight going?
I don't know. I spoke to Dom about this couple of days. Not spoke about it, but just mentioned about the fight. Oh, did you see they're fighting each other? Because he knows Troy, and obviously he knows Kieran back for the gym a few times. And do you know what? It's as much of a good fight there is. It's like, for me, I didn't really want to see it because I like both men, and it's like I wouldn't like to see either of them lose. If that makes sense. But But it's boxing. We're all in it for the same prize, I suppose, at the end. And if somebody else is in your path, then you have to dispose of them, or So I honestly don't know who's going to win. I think it's going to be a very good fight. I think it's a 50-50.
So your prediction is that two nice men are going to have a fight?
Yeah, and it's going to be a good fight too, because they both, as I said once, they're both very good. Kieran probably slightly technically better. Williamson technically good as well, but brings more pressure, brings more ferocity. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know. I wouldn't like to put any money on either man.
Okay, well, that's a good sell. Look, it's a 50-50 fight. And speaking
I think it could be a draw,
Well, there you go. Liam Williams is backing the draw. So, that's one for Unibet, guys. Bentley versus Cash. Now, they are, you've established yourself as far and away the best middleweight in the UK. These guys are coming up, and they're trying to get their British and Commonwealth title, April 24th. How do you see that fight going?
Do you know what? I know Felix Cash. I've sparred him. I've seen quite a bit of him, and he's good. He is good. Bentley, he looks very good, but I've not seen enough of him to really comment. I obviously seen him beat the Mark Heffron, but no disrespect to Mark, but I do feel like I kind of took the fight out of him a little bit, and I don't think he showed the same bad intentions, or I just don't think he's been the same since I beat him, if I'm being totally honest with you. So I think Bentley did beat a bit more of a faded Heffron. It's a good fight. I think, again, that's a 50-50, but if I had to put my money on one man, it'd probably be Bentley from what I've seen. But again, obviously, Felix Cash, I've seen him go the distance. He keeps a very good work rate. He punches hard enough. So if I had to play the safe bet, I'd probably go with Felix Cash.
Oh, you just changed your mind?
No, but what I'm saying is, like, if from the little I've seen, I would go with Bentley. Mm-hmm. But if I was going to play it safe, I'd probably go with Cash, because I know that he's good over the distance. Mm-hmm. There's two ways to look at it, but I do think Bentley's going to win.
Okay, all right. So yeah, so you go with Bentley.
My head's back and forth. I'll be honest with you. There's so many factors to take into account. I'll be honest with you.
No, that's good though. That's good. That's what we like. That's what we want. It's a good 50-50 fight. Is it a 50-50 fight on Saturday, Liam, in your eyes?
Do you know what? It probably is. I feel like it's slightly in my favour. I think, I obviously think I'm going to win, but I'm not going to be a fool and say, no, it's not going to be close. It's not going to be difficult. It's not, because it is. I'm not going in there expecting to have everything my own way, and I'm not going in there expecting to blast through him and just stop him in a couple of rounds, because I don't feel like it's going to go that way. If I got to him, it'll probably be a little bit further down the line. But I'm going in there preparing for a 12-round battle, and anything less would be a bonus.
So the final prediction then is: are we talking a late stoppage or a points win for Liam Williams? What do you reckon?
Yeah, I think probably a late stoppage win, mid to late rounds.
Okay, all right. Look, anything you want to add before I let you go, mate?
No, mate. Just thanks to all the UK fans, really. Thanks to UK fans. Thanks to Welsh fans. The support I'm receiving is unbelievable, to be honest with you. It's overwhelming, to be honest.
One thing I was going to add, just to quickly butt in there, Joe Calzaghe, he's gone on record saying that he believes that you have the tools to do it. He's backing you. Wales are backing you, and obviously the UK are backing you. It must make you feel good that you have got that backing. You've got legends of the game like Joe Calzaghe who's supporting you.
Yeah, excuse me. Yeah, exactly. It's unbelievable, really, because obviously the likes of Joe, I grew up as a young boy watching him. Like, he was the superstar. He was like, do you know when you're a kid, you see these people on the telly, you never even think like you would meet them, speak to him. Like, this guy's just, I only see him on the telly, and I actually know Joe pretty well now, and we're quite friendly. We speak a little bit. So, you know, I'm his fellow Welshman. He's gonna back me, really, but I don't think that he's doing it just because we know each other. I genuinely, you know, he messages me. He does actually believe in me. He knows I can do it, and he's backing me. So it's an unbelievable experience to have that sort of thing, and have the likes of Joe speaking highly about me.
Yeah, well, he's backing you. We're backing you. I think the whole of the UK will be watching and tuning in and backing you. And Liam, just, you know, good luck from all of us at Queensberry, and let's do it. Let's bring that belt home.
100%, mate. I'm very excited. Can't wait to bring it home, and hopefully bring some massive fights to the UK.
Let's do it. All right. Good luck, mate. I'll let you get on. Cheers for talking to me.
Cheers, Dev.